Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come on and fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. But in Llama Land, there's a one-man band and he'll toot his flute for you. Come on and fly with me, let's take off in the blue. That sounds so good, guys. You got some guests here today, David. Who's here with you today?
Yeah, on bass we've got Keelan M. Smith. The M stands for murdering it on the bass. And we have on trumpet Mr. Gregory Strauss. And right here we got Mr. John Vincent.
Once I get you up there, where the air's so rarefied, we'll just glide, oh starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer because we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Let's keep that bird, jump on that herd down to Acapulco Bay. It is certain for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come on and fly with me, let's fly. Fly with me, let's fly. Come on and fly with me and fly away. You guys sound nice. You make me sound okay, but you guys sound great. Hi, I'm John Vincent. This is the John Vincent Show, and we have a couple great guests tonight. Ryan Dempster from the Chicago Cubs, one of my favorite guys all around, and one of our very, very talented producers, Tamika Smith, is going to join me for a really nice rendition of At Last. So thank you so much. Grab yourself something nice to drink, and thank you for joining us.
Internationally known as Mimi on the mic. Bye.
Internationally known as Mimi on the mic. I'm sorry. Here we go. Hi everyone, thank you again for joining us tonight. We got a really special guest, a very good friend of mine. To all you Cubs fans out there, Ryan Dempster. Ryan's a lovable guy, extremely funny, extremely talented, and I don't want to explain too much, but check this out.
Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever come back, so it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
I told him it was for John Vincent.
Look.
That's going to be possible. You're going to need a lot more than this chest protector.
Do it.
I'm a little rusty. Oh, did you not bring a cup?
I did not.
Things can get real interesting here. I think there might be one right down in the tunnel down there. That should have been the first piece of equipment we put on, John.
I know. You still got that sting.
Oh, we're just getting warmed up.
Jesus. Shit.
Hey, look at us. We're playing. It's the middle of December and we're playing catch at Wrigley Field.
Whoa.
Do you know all the signs?
Strike.
Fastball, curveball, slider. Usually 3 like that though.
Off it that way?
Slider,
Yeah.
changeup.
Okay.
Then if you're catching Yu Darvish, you got 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's usually take a glove off and start doing that. Even though he throws like 7, 8 pitches.
Really?
Yeah, he's got like slider, cutter, fastball, curveball, slow curveball, changeup, split. And then this one's if you want to drill somebody. So if you don't like the guy and you just kind of look at him and he looks like you just don't like him, You know?
Seriously?
Sometimes, yeah, that's usually how it used to be, just like that.
I love it.
But then cameras started focusing in on that. We couldn't do that anymore.
It was like the Billy Ripken baseball card.
Guys get so sensitive about getting hit. I don't get it.
I don't understand. Why would you get mad at kids getting hit by a 95 mile per hour fastball?
1920 something, when before they were wearing helmets, RIP, some man got hit and he died. And that's the only time ever out of millions of baseballs ever thrown, you know?
And today with my heart attack.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. No, he's not looking.
All right.
Thank you very much. Jesus. Nice, that's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right there. He got him. Ooh, there's movement on that one.
Catch in high school?
Huh?
Did you catch in high school?
I didn't play any baseball. I played football.
It's impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Nope. There's your answer. Nice movement.
Whoa.
Oh shit! Thank God for the stove, thank you guys. Holy shit! Thank you guys for the toaster. Thank you for that. Is that what I would have done? Not bad, huh?
Remember though, that one that's like outside, you're taking it out of the strike zone. You're gonna, yeah, I need a 1-1
I'll
count to
frame
go
it.
to
All right, I'll
1-2.
frame it.
There we go. I love it.
Right? Ooh! Nice. Ooh, shit! Ooh! Oh, oh. Your favorite moment on the mound?
Favorite moment, Game 1 of the World Series 2013. Finishing out a World Series. You know, as a kid, I'd stay up watching all the World Series games all the time and be shaking David Ross's hand and saying, you know, great game, 3 more and we got this, you know? Like, what a cool special. That's the last hitter I ever faced in the big leagues. So
Nervous?
yeah, I was extremely nervous, yeah.
Yeah.
Not nervous in a sense of like, it was more like anxiousness. I wanted it to get there. I wanted that moment to happen so bad, so.
And that was the year you got me to go sing Sunday Night Baseball, Red Sox, Yankees in Fenway.
Yeah.
And I got sick.
You got
I lost my
COVID
voice.
before COVID was a thing.
Yeah. One of the worst things that I missed in my life was being at Fenway.
I was so mad you didn't show up, I hit A-Rod.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right, a couple more heaters.
All right, a couple more heaters because these legs are turning to jelly.
Fastball.
Nice.
All right, one more right here.
Here we go.
3-2, bases loaded.
Fire.
Huh?
Fire.
Here it comes.
You still got it, folks. Ryan Dempster. Round of applause. My old butt's got to get in shape. When you meet a celebrity and they genuinely, because I've seen it being around enough of you guys, how many people want to be around you guys? To be somebody who has that spotlight, who has that demand, and then have your personal life, where's that fine line to say, I got to be myself, but I also want to make sure I make people happy. You have to work at that because that's not easy.
There's moments that happen in your life, though, that kind of steer you in that direction. Like, I'm 14 years old, I go to a Vancouver Canadians game. AAA team for the White Sox, Don Paul and Wayne Edwards. Don Paul, Illinois, Chicago boy, South Side, southwest suburbs, I believe. And Wayne Edwards, left-handed reliever. And here I had these dreams and aspirations of being a big league ball player. I go sit down in the bullpen and I just wear these guys out. I mean, every question you can ask. How much do you guys run? How much do you throw? When do you stop throwing? How many bullpens do you throw before the season starts? I mean, I'm asking them everything in the world. And they just were so gracious and so kind and so nice. They answered all my questions, and then just really politely they said, hey, it's getting to that point in the game where we got to start getting ready to pitch. So,
Yeah.
we're going to have to let you go, but, good luck.
Yeah.
And I just always remembered that. I always remembered the fact that, like, oh, if I have that opportunity, I'm going to do the same thing, And I don't like the way it feels when I have those moments where I'm not nice to somebody or I don't have time. Like, honestly, like you're running in from the dugout or from the field and you got to go in, you got to get something to eat, you got to go get changed, you got to come back out for the anthem, you got to be here for first
But
pitch.
you still do that graciously.
Sometimes you're just like, but
You're
I
like,
feel
"Hey,
bad,
I'm
like
sorry."
to say I don't have time, like, oh, I don't have time for an autograph. It seems silly, right?
Right. But it's you're busy.
Yeah,
And-
but
and-
you have a schedule and but I don't like that feeling. I'll sit in my locker and be like, I should have stopped.
See, but that's the
I
difference.
should have stopped.
You are thinking, okay, so if you
And to finish that up, by the way, real
Yeah.
crazy story. So I'm 14 years old, Vancouver Canadians game, AAA, right?
Yeah.
This is how weird the world can be sometimes. Don Paul ends up being my teammate on the 1998 Marlins.
That's awesome.
Like, and I told him that story, and he goes, I remember that. He goes, Wayne and I talked about that for a while. He goes, you didn't stop asking us questions. And I just like, so like, pay it forward. It's always about paying it forward, and we all make mistakes in life. We go through tough times in our life. We go through moments of, failure in our career, family life, whatever it is. Those are things we learn from. That's how we become better people. That's how we become better human beings, by growing in those opportunities to try and make adjustments and be better people. So yeah, I'm blessed to be around the people that I've been around, and I gravitate towards those people. That's why you and I get along so well. I'm like, that person's smiling all the time. That person's having fun. That person's singing at the concert. Hey, who are you? Let's dance. Like, that's just how I live life. So I gravitate towards that.
Person you hated to pitch against the most.
Fred McGriff,
Really?
crime dog.
I've
I told
heard
him that
about
too.
Griff. I've heard that about him.
He just owned me. It was like close to 500. And there's guys with like better numbers, like Barry Bonds, 6 for 10, but I kept him in the park. Luis Gonzalez.
That's impressive.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Funny story about that. San Francisco, facing Barry Bonds. So I'm getting ready to go out to the bottom of the first inning, and Barry's hitting homers off everybody, And Kevin Millar, my good friend, as I'm getting ready to go up the dugout, he grabs me real quick by the arm. He goes, hey, you better find out what you got against Barry Bonds. I'm talking fastballs right down the middle. Let's go. Find out. And I'm like, okay. I watch SportsCenter. I know I'm going to lose this situation. But I'm like, all right, okay, so let's go. So I get the first two guys out, and here comes Barry, and I throw first pitch like 94 right down the middle. And the best was like, because he at this point, had half of his stuff was already loose because everybody's just walking him, So you just saw this like look on his face. He's like, oh.
You're coming at me.
Oh, okay, let me just tighten this up, and we're going to play today, So the next pitch, I throw another one, boom, 95 right down the middle, and he fouls it. Like, he just missed hitting a homer.
Yep.
Not just missed popping it up or
Yep.
grounding it out.
Yep.
0-2, four-seam fastball right down the middle. And he flies out in San Francisco, and it jets out in right field to
Yes.
the farthest part of the ballpark off the top of the brick wall, and it caroms off, and he gets a triple. And I come back in the dugout after the inning. I get out of the inning. Millar's like, well, you found out he's a lot better than you, So it was just like, but like Fred McGriff, I just hated it. I told him one time he lined out to second, and those were his outs. They were line outs. It was deep fly balls. And I said, listen, dude, enough. I'm just going to start hitting you. You're going to have to roll over one time. You got to give me one time. You can't just hit every ball hard. Pop up or something. One time just to make me feel like, okay. And he just started laughing like that. And he goes, I don't know, man. I just see it good. I go, apparently you see it really good. I get it.
So I loved when you did.
The glove wiggle.
Yeah. Why?
It started with, you got a baseball? Oh, I got one right here. So the reason I did the glove wiggle was I started throwing a split finger fastball, right? Like this. But I don't have big enough hands to just reach in the glove and get it. I have to like preset it because it's in there pretty good. Like if you try to pull that out, that's how hard I hold the ball.
That's it.
Versus like a fastball, I held it looser than that. So this one I held it really tight. So when I got it in my glove, if you look at my forearm right here, if I was to switch, just focus on this. So I'm going to switch grips. You see my forearm move.
Yeah.
And Tyler Colvin, an outfielder we had, was like, hey, dude, I see every time you're going out of your split into something else. So I know it's not a split. Since I was only a three-pitch pitcher, it either meant a fastball or slider, something hard. So I just kind of started tweaking with like just wiggling it. And next thing you know, I had Tourette's of the glove, and I just, was just like spazzing out with it, but whatever, it just worked. And guys,
Did guys say that
yeah,
bothered him?
it distracts me. It's like, it's not what it's for. It
When
wasn't for that.
I watched the game with Coach Ditka,
Yeah.
and that's what he said. He goes, Johnny, he's doing that to
Yeah. And
he's
then
got-
I just realized it did distract guys.
It's so
and,
true.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked really well, and it was pretty funny. So, like, I'd have guys yelling from the on-deck circle, like, start an inning. Stop wiggling that glove. It's not going to work on me. It's not working.
But it worked.
Yeah, and then they'd pop up, and I'd go, it worked. I'm going to keep wiggling it. Yeah.
So I know, umpires are a big part of baseball. Those judgment calls and everything. I know we have instant replay now and everything. But a lot of times I'm sure things happen that you weren't too happy with. Can you remember one specifically that really, sticks out?
Yeah, well, yeah. See, the umpires have always been bad. And it's not a knock on them. It's just the fact that they're humans. They're trying to decide a pitch 60 feet 6 inches away in 0.3 seconds. They can't blink. If they
Why
blink,
don't they
miss
just
it.
do the naked gun Leslie Nielsen and call
Just
everything a strike?
everything. If you did that, think about it. You want pace to play to pick up?
Who was the batter in that?
Oh,
They were
man.
playing the Mariners. It was.
Yeah.
It was. Joe's got it. Joe.
Was it Ken Griffey? No, it wasn't Ken Griffey Jr.
Nope.
Alvin Davis? Reggie Jackson?
No,
he was
Reggie
with the
Jackson
Angels.
was with the Angels,
was the
and he
outfielder.
was the one who was brainwashed to go after the Queen.
Harold Reynolds?
The batter was an old Cub, Jay Johnstone.
Oh, that's right.
Remember Jay looking
He
at
did
it?
some acting too,
Remember
I think
Jay? He was
did.
like,
yeah. But the thing about it is
Strike.
they've always had this air about them that they're not correct all the time, right? Like we're so in awe, like, oh man, these umpires are terrible. Well, it's not that they're terrible. It's law of averages that they're just going to miss calls.
That's
they're gonna,
hard.
They're going to blink when a pitch comes in. They're going to think. Now, think about it. If I'm a pitcher and I throw a pitch right here, and then I throw the next pitch right here, and then I throw the next pitch right here. Now I've moved the ball this far outside, but to the umpire, it looks the same. It would to me. It looks the same to the catcher, and it probably looks the same to the hitter. But now we have cameras, right, that we can all go run back and see. And we got some box on TV that's the same size for Jose Altuve it is for Aaron Judge. You could fit Jose Altuve into Aaron Judge's strike zone. So how come you put the same box up there? So now umpires. But I do have issues with certain umpires. Like, you said they're a big part of the game, especially games that Joe West is umpiring, because Joe wants to let everybody know that he's there. Like, the worst time is not when Joe's behind home plate. Joe's great when he's behind home plate. Look at it statistically, man. The guy, it's when Joe's umping second that you worry, because Joe's going to be like, wait, nobody knows I'm here right now. Let me do something like yell at the guys about the lights not being on, or I'm going to kick somebody out of the ballpark. Then you got Angel Hernandez who tossed Coach out of the game.
What Chicago Bear got thrown out of the game?
Oh, Steve McMichael out of the game by Angel Hernandez. Now we're being too sensitive. Why are you the end-all, be-all? I can't say anything about how bad you are right now, but you can just throw me out of the game. So anyways.
He came to Ditka saying I got thrown out of the game, big shot. I'm like, what?
But my favorite Joe West story, this is why I actually have kind of a soft spot for Joe. Everybody gives him a hard time. I know my good friend Kerry Wood can't stand him.
Wait, is that okay to say?
Yeah. But so there was a great moment, right? So I was
Sorry,
always
Kerry.
somebody who prided myself on being out there quickly. I wanted the game. I wasn't here to make this spectacle longer than it had to be. As soon as the inning's over, I was out on the mound ready to go. Half the time I'm waiting for my catcher to get his catcher's gear on, or whoever made the last out to
Yeah, you're always a fast
get his
pitcher.
boohoo. Yeah, I don't want your boohoo tears. Get your glove and go out and play defense.
Yeah.
That's your job. So I was on second base. Base hit or fly out. I'm rounding second. Around a third. Come to home plate. Come in. I don't even come in the dugout. I said to Ted Lilly, "Give me my glove. Give me my hat." I get my glove and my hat and I go out to the mound. I get 3 pitches in and Joe goes 2 more. I know I get 8 warm-up pitches, and I snapped. I was like, 2 more? I get 8 warm-up pitches. These guys aren't even out on the field yet. I start yelling at him, and he goes, geez, don't get your panties in a bunch. Take 10 more. I don't care. And he just kind of winked at me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I like you, Joe. And later on, later on in the inning, it was borderline. I think it was a strike. But he gave it the old, yeah, for a ring up of strike 3. And I was like, you know what? Me and you, we're right here now. We're connected.
We're good.
Yeah,
We're
good.
Guys, Ryan Dempster. I met him years ago. Lucky enough, when I met him, I was a fan. Now I'm not only a fan, I'm a friend, and I love the guy. I've sang at events, and he's performed at some of my shows, and it's always the same thing. You get the same thing with Demp. You get an air of lightness, which makes you feel at ease. You get a kindness, and you also get authenticity. And that's something we need today more than anything. So Ryan, I want to say thank you to you, Mr. Ricketts, Mr. Kenny, Joe Rios. Joe, thank you, because I know I'm a pain in the ass. I know I'm just a pain. I'm so many times I'm bothering poor Joe. I'm like, Joe, can I bring this guy down in the field? He's like, Johnny, Jesus, wait a minute, hold on. Joe, just one. I swear to God, Johnny said like two. Like there's 5 guys in big gyms. Like, Johnny, wait a minute. And I'm just like, yeah, why not? Thank you. I love you.
I love you too, brother.
I love you, my brother. My legs are jello. I mean, they're literally. I don't know, Wilson.
You're gonna want a cold tub after all that.
Yeah,
right there.
Wilson. I don't know how you do it. And I was somebody was talking about you yesterday about Special Olympics. One of the people in Special Olympics.
Ambassador for the
Yes.
global ambassador.
They were the gentleman who I did a podcast with yesterday loves him and says, please tell Ryan I said hello, because you also did a podcast with him. His name is Daniel.
Yep.
And he said, tell Ryan I said hello, and tell Wilson. So Ryan, I love you. I thank you. And you're just a good person. We need
Thank
more
you.
of you in this world, man.
Yeah, same with you, man. Yeah, you're making the world a better place.
I want to give you a big hug and kiss,
Every day.
but I know, social distance, social distance. Guys, this is the John Vincent Show. This is the great Ryan Dempster, and we are in the greatest stadium, in my opinion, in the world, Wrigley Field, Chicago, which we will be back stronger than ever in 2021. Go Cubs.
But remember that hindsight is always 20/20. 'Cause you can't run with the big dogs if you act like a puppy. And you can't swim with the big fish if you splash like a guppy. You can't run with the stallions if you trot like a colt. And you can't tighten that lug nut if you don't have the bolt.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song.
At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover, and the night I looked at you,
I found a dream
yeah.
that I could speak to.
Oh.
Dream that I call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known.
You smile.
You smile.
Oh, and then the spell we cast.
That spell was cast.
And here we are in heaven.
For you are mine. Ladies and gentlemen, Mimi on the mic.
Happy New Year.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot, and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. Thank you very much for watching our New Year's special tonight. My name is John Vincent, and again, this is the John Vincent Show, and I want to say special thanks to Ryan Dempster. How much fun is he? Really love Ryan. He's been a good friend forever. And to our producer, Tamika Smith, aka Mimi on the mic. Follow her on Instagram. She is phenomenal, and Tamika, I love you. Just such a great job. You are fantastic. So happy New Year, everyone. Let's look for a brighter 2021, which will happen. And keep smiling. We're going to get through this together. Thank you.